The Stonewall National Archives and Museum was founded in 1973. We're almost 50 years old now, and it happens to be one of the largest LGBTQ libraries and archives in the U.S. In fact, our library, with 28,000 volumes, is believed to be the largest LGBTQ library in the world. It was started by an individual from Hollywood, Florida, who had only just a small group of books on his bookshelf, and then over the last 45 years, thousands of people have donated their LGBTQ books to make it the richest, most valuable LGBTQ library. In addition, we have an archive, and the Stonewall Archive is 2,700 linear feet. And I didn't know what that meant before, but if you imagine going all the way up one side of the Empire State Building and all the way down the other, that is 2,700 linear feet. It equals 6 million pages of LGBTQ history, mostly going back to 1950 to the present day. There are serials, there are books, there are drafts of things, there are costumes. You can find RuPaul's costumes, you can find Ellen DeGeneres' sneakers, you can find all of this great history and heritage which is contained in the archive. So for many years we had a timeline which went from about 1850 to about 2000, and it was a wonderful analog shelf that showed all of the major milestones that happened. But we thought we could do more. We thought, because things have changed so much in the last 5 or 10 years in LGBTQ history, we thought that we could actually create a digital version of it so that people could see it outside the museum, we could update it, we could bring all of this fresh information. There's so many wonderful visual images to bring there as well too. So we reached out to some wonderful designers and writers, and they put it together. We were very fortunate to get a wonderful grant from the Florida Humanities Council, and it allows us to actually now have over 800 entries that have been put together, well researched and documented, about the leaders and the milestones that have been made in a variety of different areas about LGBTQ history. So what's special, I think, about our timeline at Stonewall is the fact that all the research is brand new, but also we've divided it up into 10 subject headings. So there are things that are very serious, like politics and business and important political milestones. But then there are also things that are fun, about music and about theater and about literature and about film and television. And so each and every one of these facts, we try to weave in the public narrative so people get to see themselves, and they get to see that all of the years of shame that have been associated with LGBTQ individuals, that they can be taken down, and that people can say, no, these are just like everybody else. So here at Stonewall, of course, we have so many great resources with regard to LGBTQ history. And we actually do think of ourselves as being not knowledgeable on this field. We have one of the largest libraries and archives on the topic. And so LGBTQ history is important because it's important to understand the cultural and political and social factors that have had the push and pull against the LGBTQ community as well as for the community as well. And that's why we celebrate LGBTQ History Month. That's why understanding why things have happened, who have been the leaders, who have changed laws, who have actually stood up and said, I'm no longer afraid to say who I am. That's why LGBTQ is History Month is important. And also, that's why we do the timeline, because the timeline is a way for us to have those facts and those figures and those names in front of us so that we can see without doubt who the individual leaders were and how really they're just like you and I.